Dear Heavenly Lord Thanos, we come to you humbly.
He's not even heavenly.
Dear awesomely Lord Thanos.
Is he that awesome?
Thank you for everything you've given us.
I mean, really, he just got lucky.
Thank you for granting us the serenity.
Like,
Thank you for protecting our families as we sleep.
Thank you.
If Thor had swung just a little bit higher, we would have been good.
Shoulda, woulda, coulda.
Thank you for blessing this water we drink right now.
It's all right. I can't wait.
Without you, we'd all be
Part two,
dead.
he's going to come back and get his ass beat.
We
Like,
love you,
He'll probably
Thanos.
beat some
We love
asses
you,
and then
Thanos.
get his ass beat.
Praise
Praise.
Thanos.
I'll praise Thor before I praise Thanos.
Praise Thanos. And
Thor
please,
Odin's son.
please, Lord Thanos, forgive
Can't even
Droid
take a little bit
for
of
his
lightning.
misguiding.
A fucking axe to the chest.
He will come around. It is inevitable.
Nah.
Thanos, we love you.
That
Thanos,
big bitch got
we
put to sleep by
love
fucking
you.
Mantis. What is her actual? Is it Mantis? That's her name. That's what I'm going with.
All right, now that we're done with our prayer, it's time to get into this.
Fuck Thanos.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of most ages.
We are an uncensored comedy podcast.
Covering a wide variety of movies and film.
I'm Ace,
And I'm Khan.
And I'm Droid.
and
We are
Movies for the people.
Thanos.
Fuck Thanos. People, I love you more than Thanos. Thanos took away half of you. Fuck him.
And the other half of you, be grateful that you have been granted life.
This is a
your
movie
God.
for the half of the people
How the
that
fuck
are
did we start
movies
off
for the
with
half of the
this?
people
No,
that are
let's-
alive.
We're in the summer of Brolin. Brolin played Thanos, our great lord.
Brolin is cool. Thanos is a dick. He could have just used that gauntlet to fucking give people more resources.
I'm feeling really triggered right now.
That's too bad.
Can you not talk about our God like that?
Yeah.
Well,
I don't talk about your God like that.
don't you?
No.
Sometimes.
Fuck out of here.
Hail Thanos.
Nah.
Well, all right, guys. Today, we're getting into some stuff. We're going to be doing a little bit of a review of Uncle Drew, and of course, that's going to be spoiler free. And then it's time for trailer talk. And we got some pretty fun trailers this week. Coming up right after that is our spoiler free review of Sicario 2. I'm liking these rhymes today.
I like these rhymes. You're
I'm feeling it.
you're feeling it.
And then after that, we're going to get into both movies with all the spoilers. So if you haven't seen those, listen to our spoiler free. Decide if you want to go see it. Pause this shit. Go see it. And
then
come
come
back.
And then leave us your comments, whether you loved it, hated it, whatever. Follow us on Twitter at Movies for People.
Also, while you guys are listening, make sure to leave us a review on our iTunes. It'll really help us out and get us a little bit more attention.
I mean, really rate us anywhere you're listening, but iTunes, yeah.
Yeah, definitely rate us. I mean, we don't know if you love us or hate us or if you're indifferent if you don't tell us how you're feeling.
Yeah,
Give us some suggestions.
right. We're just going off what we think we need to improve on, but the people are what matter. Give
And
us your
Thanos.
opinions. Fuck Thanos. Thanos doesn't care about the people. He
Thanos
only cares about
loves
half
us.
the people.
Thanos saved the world.
I care about all the people.
Thanos is kind of a hippie. He cares about the environment. I don't know where I'm going with this, so we're
But
going to stop.
it's true, though. You know, he cares.
Thanos cares about everyone.
And he just wants the world, the universe, to live happily.
Thanos
Without
has just
dying
been
it
in
off.
his feelings for fucking ever. Because he knew he was right, and people died. And he had to live with that.
Oh my god. You're a fucking racist.
And
Why do
Thanos
you
is a
hate purple
fucking
people?
Why do you
crybaby.
hate purple people?
I only hurt one purple person.
Why? Why
I
do you
don't
gotta
really-
hate?
I don't hate him. I just don't respect him.
Why?
Doesn't your Lord tell you to keep that hate out of your heart?
It's not hate, like I said. It's just not respect.
My Lord teaches us to keep that hate out of our heart
And put it in our fist
and
to
put it in
protect
our
the
fist
world.
to protect the world, the universe,
What world?
the
only
vast
world we can reach.
space.
The only world you could reach, or the vast One of you is wrong.
I mean, we don't have the capabilities to get to any other planet
Okay,
at this
but last
moment.
week-
We're working on it.
Yeah, we're working on a shit.
But last week you guys said you could come up with the plan to kill Thanos.
Oh, we could.
You can't get to space, but you can kill
We're
Thanos?
working on both.
Oh, why do you want to kill your god?
We don't want to kill him, but if we have to,
we're like
we have trust issues.
we're like Batman, and he has a contingency plan for all of the Justice League. We're trying to be preventative maintenance for Lord Thanos, and come up with the plans that people could use to kill Thanos, so he's prepared.
Just in case.
Really?
Yes. Can we just get into Uncle
You
Drew?
sound dumb. Let's keep moving.
You sound silly. Thank you, Lord Thanos. We're going to talk about Uncle Drew now.
Love you.
Hell, I support Uncle Drew more than I support Thanos. I'm not even a basketball fan like that.
Fuck Kyrie.
I liked Uncle Drew. I thought it was fun.
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
Really funny at times.
It was good.
I'll tell you what it was better than. Fucking Action Point.
It was definitely better
Definitely
than Action
funnier
Point.
than Action Point.
Oh, man.
And I Feel Pretty. And
Yeah.
what was Melissa McCarthy one? Mama's College, Mama Education.
Yeah, I don't know. She went to college or something.
Mom Goes to College.
Life of the Party.
Life of the Party. There we go.
We'll get to it. Yeah, we'll get to it eventually.
One day. Your thoughts on Uncle Drew, Mr. Khan?
From a comedy standpoint, I thought that it was pretty funny. It didn't deliver a ton of laughs like I was kind of expecting that it would, based on some of the scenes from the trailers and everything. But it had a good story too, as well, which I didn't think was going to have. You know, I just figured it was going to be some, I don't know, B-rated comedy movie with no story and minimal laughs and shit like that. I had no expectations going into it.
Yeah.
And I came walking out happy that I went to it.
I mean, I didn't walk out happy, but I walked out enjoying the movie.
I walked out pissed off because of them ignorant fucking cunts that sat
exactly what I
behind
was
me.
about to say.
But I mean, from the movie standpoint, I walked out happy.
Yeah.
I enjoyed myself.
You guys, if you're a regular listener, you know we deal with this a lot, like a ridiculous amount. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with people. Who taught these people how to go to movies?
I don't know, but I want to punch their fucking parents in the throat and then urinate all over them.
It's ridiculous.
I mean, I would rather punch the kids in the throat, and if the parents don't agree, then you punch the parents in the throat.
I'm not punching a kid.
For their parents'
It
shitty
takes
handling.
a neighborhood to a village to raise a child, and if that child needs their ass beat, then be part of that village. Beat their ass.
I'll call a woman to come and beat those bitches' ass.
No. If it was a boy though, you beat his ass.
Maybe.
Okay.
They were all a bunch of bitches, though,
depends.
no matter what. Fucking useless idiots sitting back there. I told them twice to be quiet. Once was nice. The other time I told them to shut the fuck up.
It was ridiculous.
Disrespectful.
I could see if they were being loud about the movie.
They were just bullshitting about
They were just having
whatever.
Yeah, little teenage bitch conversations.
I actually
Yeah.
thought it was hilarious because I heard them for probably like the first 20 minutes, and I was sitting a little farther away than you guys were, and it got to the point where I was easily able to ignore it.
Yeah, I couldn't. This shit was directly fucking behind me.
Me too. It was like right in my right ear, and like I tried to ignore it,
I got it in both.
but
ears.
they just kept getting louder.
Yeah.
Like they would talk when the movie got louder, they would get louder. It was
Yeah.
ridiculous.
They're fucking children. That's all it was. Piece of shit kids who deserve an ass whipping. What'd you think of the Uncle Drew movie there, Droidy?
I enjoyed it. I honestly went in thinking it was going to be corny as fuck. And I mean, it was corny at some moments.
Definitely.
But I don't know. I just really didn't have much hope for it. I thought it was gonna be down there with Action Point, and I'm really happy it wasn't. So like I was pleasantly surprised that it was better than I thought it was going to be.
You thought it was going to be in the neighborhood of Action Point?
Yeah, well,
I had higher hopes for Action Point.
I didn't have high hopes for Action Point because, like I said, going in, I thought it was just Johnny Knoxville riding that fucking jackass train. But
I think Johnny Knoxville is funny, and he's been in funny movies. When he was in The Ringer, that movie was fucking hilarious.
right, but like, I'm just saying that there wasn't much to offer in Action Point other than Johnny Knoxville doing like his own shit. Like the other people weren't that funny. You know?
Yeah.
I didn't expect much from that movie in the first place. But coming out of it, I felt a little bit worse about it than I did going in.
Yeah.
With Uncle Drew, I definitely felt better coming out than I did going in. But I think Action Point just stole my hope for comedy.
For like a low budget comedy.
Right.
Yeah, I get that.
And
It's tough.
That's kind of why I didn't have really high hopes for Uncle Drew. Plus, I mean, didn't it start out as like a Pepsi commercial?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, the idea of it like growing into something like a Hollywood movie is cool, but I didn't know how well that was going to translate over.
Right. No, I get it. Who would you say your favorite character was?
Damn.
All right. While he's thinking of that, I'm going to give you my thoughts.
There's some crickets there.
My thoughts of the movie were, I thought it was pretty fucking funny. I think it could have been funnier,
For sure.
considering the talent they have in there. They got Tiffany Haddish,
Big
Lil
fella.
Rel.
I just want to put that. I said it. Big fella.
Big fella.
Shaq. His character was hilarious.
He was. Nick Kroll, hilarious. Shaq, probably the funniest motherfucker to ever be in the NBA. I feel like it could have been a little bit funnier, but it was still very enjoyable.
Right.
I enjoyed the story. I had fun, besides those stupid cunts. Yeah, I would see it again.
I would definitely see it again. I might even go so far as to buy it when it comes out, truthfully. I just thought it was a really enjoyable movie, just fun in general. I mean, you got Kyrie Irving. I thought he was funny.
Kyrie did a good job. I was proud of him.
Shaq, obviously, like you guys said. Chris Webber as Preacher.
Chris Webber, my nigga.
Reggie Miller as Lights. That guy was just funny as shit.
He was really fucking funny.
Nate Robinson playing Boots was just funny. You know, I think you see it in one of the trailers where he's just kind of a vegetable sitting there in the wheelchair, you know, and then Uncle Drew calls his bullshit and, you know, hurls that basketball right at him, and he just fucking catches it right out of the fucking air.
I mean, to be fair, it's not bullshit. It just that's what triggered him, I guess. Because like, I'm not gonna spoil things, but he definitely was like a vegetable. Drew kind of just brought him out of that.
Well, and they said it towards the end, like, you don't get old,
Right.
because you
Keep playing.
you stop playing, or you stop playing because you get old or whatever.
Yeah, you don't
I
stop
botched
playing.
it. I know.
You
They
guys
said
are really
you-
fucking up here.
No, he said you don't stop playing because you get old. You get old because you stop playing.
Yeah, that.
Yeah.
Thank you.
No problem.
Instead of being an ass like Ace over there and just laughing.
That's me.
Ace is a dick.
I'm the laughing guy. You know, that's what I do.
Lisa Leslie was also very funny too. I liked her relationship with Preacher. Thought they were fun.
Betty Lou.
Betty Lou.
Betty Lou.
Betty Lou.
She was funny. That whole scene in the church was hilarious.
Yeah.
Shit was great.
Yeah, go see it. Definitely.
And the Get Out reference was great too.
Yeah.
Don't say that.
Come on, man. That shit was funny.
Yeah,
I
but
mean,
we can't
people are
spoil
gonna,
that yet.
people are gonna know it's a reference when they see it. It's not like it's something you have to like really be paying attention to. It's really
Really obvious.
Yeah, but it's funny in the movie.
It is funny.
You can't spoil it.
It's not going to be
Yeah, he's
spoiled.
not spoiling anything.
Yeah.
Like,
It's
There's a
awesome.
Get Out reference. You don't know when.
You don't know when. You don't know what
why.
it is. You just know there is a reference.
Right.
That's it. That's all you know. Don't hate. Don't hate.
I'm hating.
Don't hate, motherfucker. I liked his new girlfriend that he got
Yeah.
instead of his old girlfriend.
She was a nice lady.
She was a very nice lady.
That's spoiling something.
Oh yeah.
I'm sorry. I totally spoiled something there.
I just went from defending you, and you just,
I know.
You go directly into
Then I go-
spoiling, and I agree.
both of you.
We're ridiculous.
Disappointed.
Complete role reversal there. Except
We're
for
some
me.
clowns here.
Wow.
All right.
My apologies, y'all. My
I'll
apologies.
cut it out anyway.
You don't have to.
I feel like most things you just don't need to cut out. I mean,
Yeah.
people are gonna enjoy it. People, you know, you love it.
You love the spoilers,
See,
even
like
though we
that.
told
I mean,
you it was spoiler free.
You probably don't love the spoilers. You just love to hear.
I loved the
Come on,
Rocky
fuck it
Rundown
up.
last week. That shit had me dying when I was listening to the episode.
Yeah. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I think that concludes our review of Uncle Drew.
Go see the movie. It's fun. It's funny. It's hilarious at times. It's great entertainment.
Go see it.
It's a nice laid back movie. Go check it out.
And
You know, you got a little break until Ant-Man and Wasp comes out.
Yeah.
Unlike some movies this year, you won't hate yourself after watching it.
Definitely won't hate yourself.
like Breaking In.
All right. It's time for trailer talk. Give me your motherfucking trailer droid.
Give it to us, big
That was so over the top.
Give it
I thought you just stopped breathing for a second.
I might have.
You look like you're about to seize up.
I'm an asthmatic.
No, fuck you. I'm an asthmatic too, motherfucker. Anyway, my trailer was Assassination Nation. It's like a crime drama deal about a town that basically just goes fucking crazy because some hacker starts letting out people's secrets and everybody starts going at each other's throats. And I think the trailer that I watched came out 4 days ago because there was a trailer before, but I hadn't seen it. But I love this trailer because as the trailer's going on, there's like it pops up and it's like a few trigger warnings, and those trigger warnings are bullying, abuse, classism, death, drinking, drug use, social content, toxic masculinity, homophobia, transphobia, racism, kidnapping, the male gaze, giant frogs, sexism, swearing, and a whole bunch of other shit. And I'm just like, this movie's gonna be fucking crazy.
It looks pretty fucking interesting.
Yeah.
I'm intrigued.
It's like, I don't. I mean, I kind of got like a Purge kind of vibe,
Me
but the Purge is like its own thing.
Right.
You know, if people do something similar but have their, put their own spin on it, like it's like one town that goes fucking crazy. It's not the entire U.S. It's like probably like a small town.
Right.
And it's fucking.
And they said it's based off a true story in the trailer, which I don't know if that's true.
I don't think it is.
It's in Salem, which is a crazy fucking city in general.
Crazy in general, yeah.
Right.
So I could believe it.
They're like, I promise you, this is 1,000% true. I was like, I don't know. I don't know if I believe that. I really don't, but maybe. I guess at some point I'll look it up and find out. It's starring Odessa Young, Hari Neff, Suki Waterhouse. Is it Waterhouse or Waterhorse? No, Waterhouse. Waterhorse would be an interesting name. Bella Thorne is in it. Cody Christian, who, if you ever saw Teen Wolf, was, I don't remember what that asshole's name was. He used to get on my nerves. You know what I'm talking about? The one who wanted to be in Scott's pack and he kept killing people. Theo,
yeah.
Fucking. The worst thing is when you get an actor and you see them in a role and you can never get that role out of your head, because I'll forever see him as Theo, the jackass who was just going around killing people. But yeah, that's my trailer.
I like it.
It looks like it's gonna be good.
I'm excited.
I like it too. It looks like a fun movie.
I don't know if fun's the word I would use, but
Yeah,
It
fun,
looks-
fun
it
for
looks fun.
somebody.
yeah.
Everything's fun for somebody. Even when it comes to
It's going to be,
Murder.
refreshing and action-packed and different.
Different.
I think
different.
I like different. I like different.
I think the funny, there's like a shot of this girl. There's like cheerleading practice, and this girl just walks in the room with a baseball bat. And I was like, she's about to fuck all these girls up. I don't know how graphic this is gonna get, but it might be entertaining.
It might get graphic
It's like, what the fuck did they do to her?
as long as there's no slippery dildo shooting out of a trans woman. Would be okay.
Did you ever watch Sense8 all the way through?
No, I said I turned it off after that scene. I was like, I'm done. This is too much for me.
I've never seen it. I've heard the good things, but after you told me that, I was just like, yeah, no, I'm not.
There's like
I got enough shit to watch right now.
rarely ever turn something off. I'm like, this is too much. That I was like, this is too much. Because I wasn't expecting it. I wasn't expecting that type of shit to just be on Netflix.
Even if you were expecting it, it's still probably a little much.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm pretty sure in some deep dark corner of Netflix, there's worse shit out there.
Oh, I'm sure.
I'm pretty
there
sure
is,
they had
yeah.
the Human Centipede movies on there, so I think there's worse shit.
Never seen those, but
Don't.
I don't plan on it. So
Yeah.
it works out.
Just go watch Action Point if you want to watch a shitty movie again.
I mean, at this point, I think I would rather go find an alcoholic bear. I don't even drink like that. I'll just buy a fucking. Can you get a six? Well, how many packs? What different kinds of packs of beer are there? 6 packs, 12 packs,
Yeah.
18 packs.
Yeah.
Let's get the biggest fucking pack of beer I can find. And go find a bear and see if he drinks it.
He probably will.
That'd be fun.
After
Yeah.
he mauls you to death.
Yeah, but I would rather do that than watch Action Point again.
You'd
Also-
rather
Be
be
All
mauled to
right.
death by a bear than to watch Action Point.
I'd
Sorry,
rather-
Johnny Knoxville, but your movies suck so much. We'd rather be eaten alive by a
Johnny
fucking bear.
Knoxville, you don't suck. That movie was just bad.
Yeah.
And I would try to outrun the bear. I would try. Adrenaline is a hell of a drug.
The only way I'm outrunning a bear is if there's an ice cream truck. I'm just saying.
Hey, you shut the fuck up about ice cream trucks with your not having a Cons Hollywood rundown because they're, oh no, there was nothing in Hollywood this week. You don't get to talk about running
Fine.
when you don't got a rundown.
Yeah, people, we're not gonna have one of those because Khan's a lazy motherfucker. He can't chase down that.
I wouldn't
news.
call him lazy.
That's a little harsh.
We love him. He just doesn't like running.
You want to have a foot racing contest here or what?
I don't know if you really want that.
Yo, if we do it, I think I might win.
I don't think so.
Let me get a couple puffs of my inhaler and we're going.
You got albuterol?
Yeah.
Okay, I need that too.
I'm going to punch you right in the quad to give you a disadvantage. Tighten that fucker up right out of the
I will
gates.
kick you in your fucking chest, stink meter from the Boondock style.
I'll just run away so you guys can't get me. I guarantee I'm faster than both of you.
Do you?
Yeah.
Do you? I feel like our mutual friend who runs very fast has a lot of perspective on whether or not you'd be able to outrun me.
I don't know our mutual friend who runs very fast.
You do
so.
know. He's our second fastest friend. I don't know. Is he faster than your roommate? Maybe.
Maybe. All right, guys.
Enough of the running.
My movie for the week is King of Thieves. What is King of Thieves?
What is King of Thieves?
Aladdin's dad.
Not that King of Thieves. Not the best Aladdin movie.
Get the fuck out of here.
King of Thieves is a heist movie starring a bunch of old British motherfuckers.
Who's all in it?
It's got Michael Caine,
Love it.
Michael Gambon, Charlie Cox, Daredevil himself.
Nice.
Yeah, they're going to have a blind guy robbing a bank. It's going
That's
to be
awesome.
great.
That is awesome.
Ray Winestone, Jim Broadbent, a bunch of British people that people don't know except for Michael Caine. But it looks pretty fucking funny. Old people really doing anything in movies is going to guarantee you to be funny. Just look at Book Club. Amazing movie.
Book Club was good.
Yeah, and that's King of Thieves. Old people robbing banks.
Way to keep it short and sweet.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I'm excited for that one, though. When you told me you were going to pick that one, I had to watch the trailer right away.
You know, I still haven't seen the trailer for that one.
Really?
Yeah. When you sent it, I was at work.
Oh, fuck work.
I got bills to pay.
I know. Me too. Fuck that place, though.
People support us. Help me pay my bills so we can give you better content.
Bum, bum, bum.
Bum, bum, bum.
Pay
Praise
us.
that.
Somebody, please. Somebody give us money
Praise Thanos.
so I can leave my job.
Yeah.
Please. Yeah. What is your... Okay, Con, what is your trailer for the week?
You struggled with that.
You struggled with that way too much.
I zoned out a little.
I chose The Girl in the Spider's Web.
What is this?
It is the second movie in the, like the girl with the dragon tattoo.
Oh, same cast?
No, they recast, which I'm not totally sold on.
Yeah, it's
But-
pretty shitty.
I hate when they do that. When you have the material and everything for a trilogy, keep it the same.
Yeah.
You know, they have the I think it's a Swedish version that it was on Netflix for the longest time. I don't know if it still is or
For a
not.
long ass time it was on there.
And I started watching it, but I never did finish them. And I enjoyed them. I liked the girl with the dragon tattoo when that came out a few years back.
Yeah.
But they recast everything. I mean, they got a different director, different writers, different cast in its entirety. The movie still looks like it could be good, though, so I'm excited about it.
That's good. I really like the first one. I'm hoping this one will be good. It's been a while.
It's been a few years. I don't really know anybody from this one specifically, so they'll all be kind of new to me, I guess. But if it's even anywhere near as good as the first one was, even with the recasting, I'll still come out happy.
Me too. I'm excited for that. When does that come out?
I believe it comes out in November,
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I just saw it.
which
I think it's at November 8th.
November 9th. November 9th. So it'll be interesting to see because that's kind of a softer period there in November. You know, then you get your holiday releases.
Yeah. Inundation with holiday movies.
Which there's some really awesome holiday movies coming out this year.
I'm interested in
There's
the
no new
Grinch.
Star Wars, right? That's next year,
No,
right?
that's next year.
Okay.
I'm going to be interested in the Grinch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The fucking Grinch. There's Mortal Engines is in December, I think.
Even though I feel like we have enough Grinch.
Well, that's why I'm interested in it. I want to see if they're going to do anything.
Different?
Yeah. You know, I mean, the Jim Carrey one was great, but I mean, it was like the only live action Grinch we've had. Otherwise, we just have, you know, The Grinch Who Stole Christmas. So really, there's only two that anybody's worried about. But I feel like those are our standards, and we stick with those. Now that they're doing like a CG one, we'll see if that's like the benchmark. If we include that in our Grinch conversation, I guess.
Yeah, if it becomes a classic Christmas movie.
Right.
I feel like it could.
Yeah.
I mean,
I hope it does.
it looks like it could be a really good movie.
It's tough to make a classic Christmas movie, though.
It is.
Right.
You know who made the last classic Christmas movie?
You talking about Die Hard?
No.
Oh, I have no idea then.
I'm talking about my boy, Jon Favreau, when he made Elf.
Eh.
Huh. Elf is a-
Die Hard's a better Christmas movie.
Yeah, but that wasn't the last one. Die Hard is from like the 80s.
But it's still one of the best ones out there.
I said the last Christmas movie. Die Hard's not even part of the conversation. Fuck Bruce Willis.
What?
And his
You know,
bald head.
You keep saying
Except he had hair in that movie.
You keep saying fuck these people. One day, one of them is going to show up. Like when we finally have a video component to this podcast, one of them is going to show up while we're recording and beat your ass.
I hope so, because I want that money for those hits.
Like
gonna be like-
I was thinking about this last week when you said fuck Mr. T.
I know.
And
I kind of after I said that one, I was like, "Ooh, that is Mr. T."
So all those times that I've said fuck Gabrielle Union, does that mean she's gonna show up? And eat
She
some
might.
booty?
No, she's not. Dwayne Wade is going to show up and whoop your ass.
Eat some booty.
He's going to make you eat his ass.
He's going to show you what you've been missing.
He's going to show you all about that Orlando Heat.
Gross.
Wow.
Isn't it Miami? Heat?
Yeah, Miami. I realized that after I said Orlando. It's Orlando
Magic.
Magic, yeah.
No, yeah. I literally, last week when you said fuck Mr. T, my mind immediately went to Eddie Murphy's, was it Delirious?
Yeah.
When he was talking about Mr. T.
He's like, I don't want Mr. T coming after me.
I feel like from those standards to Mr. T, you look like a pretty boy. You don't want to say fuck
Come
you,
here,
Mr.
boy.
Pity the fool.
I'm going to need you to stick your dick up my ass.
Oh shit.
Good lord, that went
Yeah, you
in a
just,
very wrong direction. What do you got next for us, Ace?
Next.
Is
Got
it
Con's
Sicario?
Hollywood Rundown.
Sicario?
Con's Hollywood
Spoiler-free
Rundown.
review.
so you just gonna act like he's not talking to you.
I am.
We've got Con's Hollywood Rundown, right?
What do you
Nope,
think
it's
of,
time for our spoiler review of Sicario 2.
What do you think of Sicario? Day of the Delgado. Droid.
Soldado?
Delgado. Soldado?
It's Soldado.
Is it?
Yeah.
Are you
Is it Soldado or Soledad?
Yeah. Soldado. Where'd you get Delgado from?
I don't know.
That's a last name.
Soldado. I don't even know what I'm saying now.
Zoe Saldana?
Daughter of Lord Thanos?
I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it. I hadn't seen.
Oh no, it is Soldado. Soldado.
Yeah. I hadn't seen the first one when we saw the second one.
I hadn't either.
I have.
But it made me want to go back and watch it.
Yeah, me too.
And the first one was really good. Fucking Benicio del Toro. He's a fucking amazing actor.
He's a
Like,
phenomenal actor.
I honestly, until Ace brought it up, I forgot that he was in The Last Jedi as the fucking hacker, the guy who was working for the Empire.
Yeah.
I was like, that role was so fucking different than Alejandro. Like, he has got a lot of skill.
And the collector's very different too.
Yeah.
If you
And
look at
the usual
Del Toro's
suspects.
body of work, I mean, he's done a lot of shit. He's been around a long time. And like Brolin, I feel like he just keeps getting better and better every fucking year.
I can see that. I
He
mean,
definitely does.
yeah,
And he's getting like bigger roles, I feel like now.
yeah.
In bigger movies.
Well, that I think has been happening for a while now.
Well, I mean, he's in like the two biggest movies within a year.
Right.
Well, yeah.
He's in Infinity War and fucking Star Wars.
Yeah.
Doesn't get much bigger than Star Wars.
Does it even get bigger than Star Wars at this point?
Infinity War, I think now. Star Wars is on a decline.
Well, Star Wars is just kind of in shambles because they don't know what fucking direction they want to go with everything.
Yeah.
Too many egos butting heads.
Supposedly they fired everyone.
Which I'd be fine with.
That'll be fun.
Yeah.
DC needs to do the same thing.
Yeah. Maybe
Anyway.
they'll swap.
That would be hilarious to see. Anyway, back to
That would be really
Sicario
interesting.
before we get into Marvel and DC again. No, I really enjoyed it. One thing that was really crazy to me was throughout the entirety of the movie, there's the little girl. Was it Isabella?
Isabel.
Isabel.
And I'm sitting here and I'm just like, this girl seems so fucking familiar to me.
Yeah, you know why that is?
It's because she's the girl who was in Transformers.
That you were just watching prior to the movie?
Well, no, I watched Transformers. Well, I watched Transformers a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, we watched Transformers before Uncle Drew.
Right.
Oh, was it that one?
Yeah.
Ah, see, we go to so many movies, I forget which one we
That's
go
the
to.
reason we watched it, because we saw that she was
Oh,
in
okay,
Transformers.
okay.
And I was like, I haven't seen that one.
Yeah, and I was like, this
It's
girl
not
looks so
bad.
fucking familiar. And then I was like, oh, okay. And she also did some voice acting for Kingdom Hearts, which is one of my favorite fucking games, but we won't even get into that. And I was like, good for you. I liked her character too.
I liked her in that role and her character.
Yeah.
She wasn't obnoxious like little clone bitch from Jurassic World.
She was a fucking good actor. She went
Yeah.
in there. She
You
did
know.
her shit. She was like the little girl from Logan.
Yeah.
That girl did an amazing job, and so did this chick. I think she's going to be very big in Hollywood.
I think so. She's got a couple of big movies under her belt, and she's like 17.
Yeah.
I mean,
So-
what is her actual name?
Isabella
Isabella.
something. Rodriguez?
No, it starts with an M. Oner. I'm not gonna butcher it. Sorry, Isabella
Isabella Moner?
Moner.
Monar?
I don't know if
Sounds French.
I don't know if how the ER is pronounced.
Yeah,
So,
I don't know either. As
But,
long as I'm
Monar?
butchering.
Yeah, she's a
Moner?
really good.
Monar.
She's a really good actress. Oh my god.
She was quite good, Droid.
Yeah.
Continue.
What else? Obviously, like Josh Brolin. Yeah, I thought it was a good movie all around. I mean, we can't get into much because it's our.
I like that
spoiler-free
Jeffrey Donovan
review.
was in there, had a bigger role.
Definitely.
I loved him in oh fuck me life.
USA. Or are you thinking fucking Burn Notice?
Burn Notice, yes,
Yeah.
thank you.
Love that show.
Continue.
I fucking loved him in that, so I was excited that he had a role there and it was more relevant.
Right.
One thing with Catherine Keener being in the movie, I just kind of like, crazy white bitch. Don't be left in a room without her or with nobody else around you. She can hypnotize you,
Hey, that's what my mom told me.
turn
when
you
I
into
came
a
to-
sex slave.
She
North Dakota.
hypnotized people in 2 movies now.
I know.
That's crazy. She is a crazy white bitch.
So, no, I loved the movie though. I really did. The only thing, now I've been reading that it is designed to be a trilogy.
Okay.
And this one actually got greenlit like shortly after the first one was released,
Oh, okay.
which I missed that somewhere along the lines. But
That makes me happy that they took their time with this one.
right. So I'm excited for the third one. I'd like to see where it goes.
Yeah,
We'll
'cause
talk more in depth with that in the spoiler-filled review, but I enjoyed the movie a lot.
Me too. I think it was great. I hadn't seen the first one either, just like Droid. I showed up really not knowing what to expect.
Right.
And from the very beginning, I was like, oh shit, these movies are wild. Yeah, I definitely say go see it. Everyone does a phenomenal job in this movie. You won't be disappointed by it.
Definitely not.
The acting is great from start to finish. The directing, the cinematography,
It was amazing.
the fucking fight scenes, the gun scenes, all of it, man. Really just incredibly well done. And I would be hard pressed to say that it's not as good as the first one. I don't know that I can say that it's better than the first one, but I can say it's just about as damn good as the first one.
It's just about as good. And here's some spoilers for the first one. If you haven't seen it,
Go watch it and then
go watch it and then come back and listen from here.
You know, the movie's fucking 3 years old. If you haven't seen it by now, that's on you.
If you hadn't seen the movie before we started this podcast, you have no excuse to be mad at our spoilers right now.
True.
Right.
The first one, I didn't know, because I saw the second one first. I didn't know that Emily Blunt, my baby girl, is in that.
You should have seen. We were sitting. He's like, is that Emily Blunt? No, it can't be. I'm just like, he's like, no, it can't. It's not.
For one, I thought the movie was a lot older. But then I was very surprised to see that
He's like, look
Daniel Kaluuya was in it. Get Out himself. I was like, what?
Yeah, and he didn't even say Daniel Kaluuya. He's like, is that Get Out? Like, bro. He was like, look at Emily Blunt looking young. And I'm just like, bro, this is like 2 years ago.
Emily Blunt is fine as fuck.
She is.
She's a good looking woman.
She is a damn good looking woman.
I noticed that. What was the first movie I saw her in where I really noticed her? I think it was Edge of Tomorrow.
That was a pretty good movie.
I really enjoyed it.
I wanted to see that movie so bad. I don't know how I never got around to it.
I'm pretty sure I have it.
See, I was on the other side of that. I never really wanted to see the movie because it was over. It was over. The trailers were just like everywhere. It was over marketed.
Yeah.
And it was like one trailer too. So I saw the fucking one trailer, I don't know, 100 fucking times or whatever. And I was just kind of like,
the amount of times we've seen fucking Skyscraper.
Oh my fuck Skyscraper, man, right now. Sorry, Dwayne Johnson, but fuck Skyscraper.
I literally turned to Ace and I was like, fuck this movie.
I hate it.
To me, it before I get too far off track, it feels like it's fucking Die Hard for the new generation.
Yeah.
It's the same fucking...
But with The Rock.
With The Rock.
The newest action hero.
Yeah. Anyway, I already forgot where I was going with what I was saying.
Yeah. Go see
Edge of Tomorrow. Edge of Tomorrow. I had no expectations for it. I didn't even really want to see it. Nothing. And I found it on something one time, fucking
Netflix or Hulu.
Netflix, Hulu, something, some platform, whatever. And I watched it and I was just like, this is a pretty fucking good movie. Why didn't I go see this in fucking theaters and get the full effect? You know?
I don't think I saw it in theaters either.
Well,
that was the point in my life where I wasn't going to see any movies, and I was just kind of getting them.
You were just getting them.
Did you just try to stop yourself from saying illegally?
I was just getting them.
You were trying to stop yourself from saying illegally.
I cannot confirm or deny that. Because, pirating movies is not a victimless crime. So you guys better not be doing that. Go support your movie theaters and go to support these big companies that are billion-dollar companies that definitely need your money.
Yeah.
Yeah. That.
Don't ever pirate movies off of any website like Pirate Bay or anywhere on the internet.
Yeah, just don't do that shit. That's fucking super lame.
Don't get a Fire Stick and install a software to where you can watch movies and television for free.
Yeah.
Because these people need your money. They only have billions. Only billions.
Yeah.
Look,
Their children are hungry.
Let me tell you, I don't know anybody who could get you a hack Fire Stick for $35.99.
I don't either.
You just gotta go to the movie theater.
Buy a cable box and pay your $100 a month for cable.
Do what normal people do. Get your cable, pay your fucking bill, pay another $6 so you can watch your on-demand movie for 24 hours, and then be pissed off with yourself because you have cable and you're buying shit on demand.
Right.
I feel like you're lost.
Moral of the story: don't pirate shit. It's not cool.
Yeah, don't pirate shit. Don't do it. Okay.
Why are you holding up air quotes?
Right. I can feel your air quotes from over
I'm
here.
pretty sure the people can feel your air
God
quotes.
damn.
There's somebody in Tokyo right now
Dense fog air quotes
listening
over
to
here.
those fucking air quotes.
I hope you can all feel those air quotes. Don't pirate anything ever. Don't go onto the
So,
internet
are we
and
in a-
search torrents.
Are we?
If you're gonna do that, you might as well just get Movie Pass. We use Movie Pass.
Movie Pass. That's the way to go.
Saves a lot of fucking money.
Don't
lot
get
of
a good
fucking money.
antivirus because it's pirating movies is dangerous, so you shouldn't pirate them. But if you do have a good antivirus,
Go see Sicario. It's good.
It's a great movie.
It's not as good as the first one, but it is really fucking close. to
I'd
it.
put them equal.
I would say like 1A and 1B type shit for me.
I think that's really good because I was talking to Ace. I don't know if we were talking about this on the podcast last week, but when it comes to sequels, a lot of the time you don't get. Yeah, we were talking about it with Jurassic World. I think.
Yeah.
You don't get sequels that are consistently as good as what came before them.
Right.
You don't.
It's very rare that you have a sequel.
And I gave him a whole list, and now he's like, "Oh man, this one's pretty close." Wow, I gave you a whole list of sequels that were
What
better
was the
than the
list?
first.
You gave me like 4.
A list
Out
of
of,
4
like,
movies of sequels that are
hundreds of
better
movies.
than the
Yeah.
original. I want to hear this list.
I said Star Wars Episode 5. There's The Godfather, of course.
I can't remember. Have you seen The Godfather?
Me? No.
Oh, so don't fucking name it.
Yeah, you can't be naming that shit. And
It's
is
already known that it's better. Toy Story. Passion of the Christ 2.
What?
Is that the Thanos edition?
Yep.
I'm pretty sure that's not how that works, but continue.
Rocky 2.
Does back up to episode 5. Does episode 5 really count though? Because it's more of a saga, not really.
It wasn't a saga then, though. I mean, technically, the first one was just supposed to be the first one. And then the second one came out. That was supposed to be it. They weren't planning all that shit. when the
Okay,
first
I
one
can
came
get
out.
behind it. I'll get behind it. Okay, I'm on board.
Okay, so you named, what, 5 movies over a damn near 40-year period?
50. You got to go all the way back to the 70s
Oh,
for
yeah.
some of this shit.
Yeah. So,
I'm just saying it
so
happened.
we get one good sequel every 10 years according to your list.
Could be. I don't know. I don't have a list written down.
I'm just saying
But
it's not
it
very
happens.
common, okay?
It doesn't happen
And I'm
very
pretty
often.
sure you just proved that.
There is a lot of movies that have
and-
shitty sequels,
and
like Transformers.
Oh god, Transformers. Don't
Just real quick, I know we haven't finished
Fuck
it,
you,
but
Michael
how are
Bay.
you feeling when we were watching Transformers yesterday?
I actually really liked that one
Okay.
a lot better than the other one. So now I like 1 and that one.
Okay. Yeah, we got to finish it, but
I started to watch it and then I fell asleep. 'Cause it was late night.
the
and I
third one
tuckered.
was super shitty.
Yeah.
This one was the 4th one, right? Last night.
No, this is like
It's-
7.
Oh no, that is 5.
it's the 5th one.
It is the 5th one, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm hoping Bumblebee will be good.
I think that it will be. It looks like it could be good.
I mean, it's
entertaining.
everyone's favorite Transformer.
It really is. I just wish that we could get his voice at some point.
That's
Wait, you get his voice at the...
in the new one.
In Bumblebee?
No,
No,
in
he
the
gets his voice.
the one that.
Yeah, kind of. But I want to see it like throughout the whole movie, not just like at the end. I'm saying.
Okay.
Yeah, I wanted his voice to be blacker.
Because we've gone 4 decades without his voice. I think it's time to give the man his voice. And
Oh, did he not have a voice before these movies?
I think he lost it in the Transformers movie itself, the animated one.
Oh, okay. See, that was way before I was born. So.
I'll borrow it to you when we're done here.
All right.
Remind me.
Okay.
You've never seen that movie?
I've seen parts of it, but like I've never watched it in its entirety.
It's been a long time since I watched it.
It's awesome.
We should watch that one.
And it's got one of the best like songs too. It's amazing.
I think we need to get back on Sicario.
I mean, I think we were. What else did we have to say about Sicario that wasn't going to spoil shit?
Go see it. It's good.
Yeah.
It's worth the money. It's worth the time.
If you're squeamish, don't go see it.
And don't pirate movies.
Yeah, don't pirate movies.
Buy a Fire Stick and install the app that lets you watch stuff for free.
Honestly, if you pirate this movie, Benicio del Toro will show up at your house and fuck your shit. Don't pirate this movie of all movies.
Yeah. Yeah.
What's your favorite Benicio del Toro movie?
Usual Suspects.
I can't give you a good answer on that just because I didn't really start paying attention to him until, like, you know, Marvel, when he was like The Collector.
Yeah.
You know, so I would have to look at like the list of his movies and see what he's been in.
Okay. Usual Suspects is fucking phenomenal.
It's been a long time since I watched it, probably like 7 or 8 years, and then I've watched it once, but I loved it.
Oh God, such
He
a
has
great movie.
my favorite scene is when they're in the lineup and he's like, and they're making him repeat that shit.
Yeah.
And he's like, what the fuck? It is amazing.
For me, it's that one and Fear and Loathing.
Never seen it.
You've never seen Fear and Loathing?
No.
Oh my God, man.
I'm kind of annoyed that I've never seen it just because I'm from Vegas.
Okay, I will. I'll hook you both up with Fear and Loathing, and
Oh, he was in The Little Prince.
Transformers.
Oh, yeah, he wasn't that.
That was a good movie. That was a really good movie. I haven't seen most of his movies.
He's phenomenal. He's just a
Very good.
very good actor. Gets around, does a lot of different roles.
I thought for the longest time him and Guillermo del Toro were brothers. I just looked that up like yesterday and found out that he's not. So if you were wondering that, he's not.
Didn't you like give me shit one time because I thought two white people with the same last name were? Who was it? It was guy who plays Eggsy in Kingsman,
Taron
Yeah.
Egerton.
and
The guy from Bright.
yeah, you gave me shit because they had the same last name. I was like, I wonder if they're related in any way.
Well, I had thought someone told me they were brothers.
No, somebody told you.
Like, I didn't just assume because they got the same last name.
I said I wonder. There's a big difference between assuming and wondering.
You think Michael B. Jordan and Michael Jordan are related?
No,
Maybe,
I know they're not because he said they're not.
but greatness could run in that family, and that's why Michael B.
I
Jordan.
mean, that's a possibility. No, I'm pretty sure it's like, what is it like? No human being is more than 32 cousins away from somebody else. I mean, that's a lot of cousins when you look at the shit, but we're all related.
We are all family. Don't matter
Thanos.
your skin or creed. We are all family. Today.
My 26th cousin over is Beyonce. Money runs in my family,
Nice.
right?
Thanos is my uncle.
He's not from Earth. It doesn't work that way.
Can you give me a skirt?
Nah.
Yeah.
Nah.
Because you can't prove that. If your skirt was on point, then I'd be like, okay. Okay, you might be Beyonce's cousin.
I said 26 over. It runs. It starts like at 12. It kind of falls
Hit
off.
the skirt.
Nah.
What do you got next for us, Ace? Where are we going next?
It's time for spoilers. So like we said in the beginning, if you have not seen either of these movies, please go see them.
Your shit
Come back and listen.
and say a prayer to Thanos. Our great Lord.
The great mighty God Titan. Purple
He's just
boy.
the Mad Titan. People, he's just the Mad Titan.
I think he's misunderstood.
Yeah,
he's not mad.
He shouldn't throw labels on people.
Yeah.
I didn't throw labels on him. Marvel threw that label on him.
Well, shame on you, Marvel, for throwing a label on him.
Stan Lee is like 90 years old. I'm sure he's thrown a few labels on people. But you are a young man. You gotta fight those, you know?
What kind of labels do you think Stan Lee has thrown on people? I really want to know that.
All I'm saying is he's like a 90-year-old man.
There
There was some labels
that
that got put on people back then.
But
Paula
Professor
Dean
X,
even labeled people.
Who?
Paula Dean?
That was her.
Oh, we were trying to figure out who got in trouble for saying the N-word.
He thought it was Martha Stewart. And I was
Yeah.
like, no. She has the show with Snoop. It wasn't her.
Yeah, they tight now. She didn't drop that word.
I mean, she almost did in her in the roast. I think it was Donald Trump. I don't remember who it was. But she was like, Snoop and all these other rappers, you guys got a lot of money around your neck. What do they call that again? Something rich?
Yeah, well, anyway, I don't think Stan Lee... I think he's always been a pretty forward-thinking person.
All I'm saying, man,
Like,
is
he
he
would-
might have thrown a label or
If he
two
wasn't,
on
he
someone.
literally wouldn't have created Professor X and Magneto.
How old was he when he did that?
Fuck if I know.
What year was it? Because I'm pretty sure he wasn't like a newborn baby, which means he had some time before him. And maybe he did some stuff that just, he regretted. So he's like, you know what? I need to look up to these guys. All I'm saying is he might have called someone a nigger.
I'm happy you finally said it.
You stopped beating around the fucking bush and just came out with it.
He might have.
I don't know. I think Stan Lee is probably one of like the genuinely most nicest dudes on the fucking face of the planet.
Oh, I'm sure he's a very good dude. And he's very rich.
And people are trying to take advantage of him.
It was 1963. Professor X. Professor X's first appearance was 1963.
And how old would Stan Lee have been then? Probably like 30. Let's just give him 30. So that's 30 years before then that he could have been saying some wild and shit.
All right. Spoilers for Uncle Drew. What do you got?
I'm going to start off with Tiffany Haddish. Wasn't that funny?
Yeah, I was really disappointed in that, honestly. Like, I expected her to be a lot funnier.
She felt Melissa McCarthy forced. She didn't come off natural.
My thing with her is I feel like she does the same thing every movie.
I can see
Same
that.
jokes, too. Like, I feel like she needs to really rethink her stuff before she starts. I don't know.
She's getting in on so much that she's starting to be like The Rock. She's playing the same character every movie.
Yeah. I don't like it. I don't even know if I find her that funny. Like, she's had jokes that I've laughed at, but I also don't know if I find her funny because everyone tells me she's funny or if I find her funny. Because I've watched her and I've laughed, but I don't know if she's as good as people say she is. Now, Lil Rel, I think he's hilarious.
Yeah, he was really good in the movie.
He killed it in this. He killed it in Get Out. His stand-up special is hilarious. He was great on the Carmichael show. He's a hilarious guy. Kyrie Irving, fucking funny. When he was fucking dancing in that dance battle, I was dying. He was killing it.
See, I mean, I told you guys this. I liked the dance battle, but I really just feel like that scene was useless. Like,
Kind of was.
like more useless. I mean,
Really looking back on it, it was there was no point.
The dance scene in White Chicks was more useful than that.
It was a useless scene, but it was still fun.
Yeah. And that's kind of like what this movie is. It's a useless movie, but it's fun.
The movie as a whole doesn't really serve much of a purpose. I mean,
It's there to teach people
To
the
forgive.
true value of playing basketball
And to forgive.
and how to do it the right way
And to forgive.
with heart
And to forgive.
and passion.
And to forgive.
And you miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
That was the most hilarious thing to me. I don't know if this is a reference to something because I feel like I've heard it somewhere. But
Wayne Gretzky.
when Leroy, what is his character in the movie? What's his character's name?
Dax.
Yeah,
Dax.
dicks.
Like bag of dicks.
That was funny. He's like, bag of Dax don't make no sense.
What did he say? Oh, he's like, I got plenty of room down on my Dax. I was dying. Nick Kroll was really fucking funny in that movie.
He was great, man. He really was.
He kills it too. He
was-
was great on the league.
It was really weird. Like, he's funny, but he was creepy as fuck, too.
So just some of the things that he did, his mannerisms and everything, were just creepy as shit.
Yeah, I was like, this dude is fucking crazy. But when Dax had to play, and he's like, what if I don't make it? And everybody in unison is like, but what if you don't? Like, that's exactly how they said it. And I'm just like, fuck.
It was good.
It is from something. I don't remember.
Oh, they said, but what if you do? That's how exactly how they said it. I'm just like, that is a reference to something. I need to find out what it was. I'm really happy it wasn't like, at one point when they showed Dax in the orphanage and he's watching basketball and he's watching Jordan and it's like Mike, it's an orphan watching Jordan play. Is he going to walk outside and find the pair of shoes?
No, he worked hard and became pretty fucking good. He was hitting every shot when he was a kid.
And then he got blocked by a white boy. Ruined his
It
dreams.
ruined his whole life. My dude never played again.
It literally threw his whole life off.
And he stopped growing.
Yeah.
They just changed the balance of the cosmos.
Became a Foot Locker salesman. Jesus.
Who wasn't really that good either.
No.
Let me tell you, you don't make a lot at Foot Locker. I worked there for a day.
A whole day.
I found out how much I was making. I was like,
How do you work somewhere? How do you not find out what you're making somewhere before you get there?
because I was just happy to have a job.
Okay. People don't make decisions like Ace does.
Yeah, don't. Always ask what you're getting paid up front.
Seriously.
Yeah.
They asked me to be on this podcast, and I was like, how much you getting paid? And they were like, jack shit. And I was like, okay.
Then we bought you a mic.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
You
love
got
you guys
paid
for
in a
that.
nice mic, a nice brand new mic.
Fresh out the box. Never been talked to.
Moose didn't put his lips on it.
And now I'm whispering sweet nothings into it. Oh, yeah. But yeah, I really enjoyed it.
I loved when he was about to kiss the girl, his new girlfriend that we spoiled in the beginning. And Boots was sitting there like, no, don't do it.
Everybody else was cheering. And he's like, don't kiss my granddaughter. He talked. I feel like Boots was the least funny out of like all the people they went to.
He was the least funny out of everybody, but he...
I think it's just because of his situation, the role he was in.
I like the character, though.
He was kind of sad in the beginning.
I mean, he was, but that was because he was a fucking vegetable. Oh yeah, back to that. He was definitely. I don't know if you. I mean, if you're brain dead, you're dead. But
Right.
he was. He was invalid. Like nothing registered with him.
Right. He was just basically a blank.
But it took Uncle Drew, the man,
The man.
the legend. He saw that Boots was tapping to the timing of dribbling the ball.
Yes. I picked up on that as well.
And he knew. He threw threw that pass and Boots caught it in the wheelchair.
Right out of the
Could
air,
you
man.
imagine if he didn't catch it?
Hilarious.
It gave me chills, man. I was all excited, like, Boots is alive.
That was, oh man, that was good. And even when they didn't think he was, like, they brought him along and he wasn't going to play, and he got his boots and stood up for the first time in years.
Got his work boots,
Stood
man.
up. What was the word he said when he finally talked?
He said, "Hold my beer."
Yeah.
In the fucking dance scene.
In the dance battle. That was the only really good thing to come out of that dance battle. You got to hear him talk.
Yeah. Fucking Preacher and Betty Lou, they were hilarious. I love
That whole scene in the church when he was swinging the baby around. Holy shit.
he was,
that was
swinging
funny.
the baby around like he was handling a basketball. He was about to dunk the baby in a baptismal pool.
And that's when Dax jumps up and like puts a stop to it.
He didn't really put a stop to it because he ended up getting
He ended up
baptized.
getting himself fucking dunked.
Oh man, that was hilarious. And then when he asked Betty Lou if he could go play basketball, she said no. And they're sitting in the car. He's like, "Why are we still sitting out here?" He's like, "He's coming."
He's coming. Just give him a minute.
He came in there and dove in the fucking van.
And then they fucking start driving off, and here comes Betty Lou hauling ass
in
out
an
the fucking
all-black
parking lot.
Escalade. What was it, an Escalade or an Expedition? It was a big ass SUV.
Well, I would say it was an Escalade. I don't know for sure.
But she doesn't.
Yeah.
They got
Not
away
my
because she
price
doesn't
range.
drive on the freeway.
Go on the freeway. She won't follow us there.
Shit was hilarious.
She just comes to a dead stop, petrified of the fucking freeway.
Right. But she was still. Well, I wonder how she caught up with them in hindsight, because they were in another city when she showed up. She was taking surface streets all the
She
way.
took turn streets the whole fucking way.
Oh shit.
Do you guys think Shaq really hit Kyrie?
That would be hilarious.
I feel like it would be hilarious and also a breach of Kyrie's contract.
I
A lot of the motherfuckers have been hit by Shaq. Charles Barkley being one of them.
don't know. He probably didn't. I mean,
I don't think he did it.
It was probably just a movie slap.
Yeah.
But I mean, when you're getting movie slapped by a hand that's
the
the size of a fucking TV.
right. It's still going to fucking hurt.
Oh man, he was funny when he was going through the hospital.
he's just taking the fucking. He's got his IV in the little fucking stand.
He goes up to the fucking desk. He's like, my TV doesn't work.
Like,
Do I look like a fucking electrician?
He walks away down the hallway. Fucking nurses are having lunch or whatever. Y'all got a TV? What does it look
deep.
like? They have a TV.
His deep ass voice too. I love
I
it.
loved as soon as he turned on the TV and smiled. That's my team.
He had to flip the channel a couple times. Everybody's looking at him like, "What is this dude doing?"
And he's all excited. That's my team.
Oh man, yeah, he was definitely. And then when they won and he's dancing in the hospital, he's all he has is
His
that
gown
black
fucking
ass.
fell apart, and there's this big old ass.
Oh man, shit was hilarious.
Funny. It was a funny ass movie. Definitely go see it. And then if you haven't seen any of these other bigger movies, wait and rent it.
Yeah.
If you got to prioritize and you haven't seen these big blockbusters
Like Sicario.
like Sicario, go see those. But definitely pick it up when this comes out, Redbox style. Pick that shit up right away. I don't think anybody's really going to be disappointed.
No.
I haven't watched basketball much.
Since these guys were actually playing?
Probably, yeah, probably. These are the guys I grew up with,
Yeah.
you know. But yeah, I really haven't watched basketball much in the last like 20 years. I really haven't.
Damn.
And I'll watch it here and there, you know, casually or whatever. I'm not like, oh, hey, there's a game on. Let's go flip this bitch on. Like, nah, I'll fucking go find something else to do.
That's kind of how I watched the championships.
You know, and I really enjoyed the shit out of this movie. I really did.
Me too.
Yeah, I think anybody's gonna enjoy it. You'll have a good time. Watch it with your family.
Yeah.
Teach them about the value of basketball.
Watch it with your grandpa.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right. I think it's time for us to get into our spoiler review of Sicario 2.
Hail Thanos.
Hail Thanos.
No.
So straight off the bat, no Emily Blunt, you know, the goddess herself.
I wonder if she's going to come back.
No Get Out.
Which is a little weird because it's not like her character was killed off.
Well, she was just done.
Or anything.
I mean,
you know?
she could have been killed off.
Yeah, but we didn't see it. They didn't write her off verbally.
They told her to go
You
fucking
know,
hide.
it wasn't addressed at all. You know, in any
they-
way, shape, or form.
I mean, in the first one,
Yeah.
they did. I mean, she was done. He told her to go in hiding, and that was pretty much that. And you knew she was done with like that whole world.
Right.
After having
But
to go through that.
yeah,
That's why it kind of would have been cool to see her have to come back.
and,
Like if she had to.
Which, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I wonder if she'll
and maybe
be back in
maybe
the
she
third one
maybe
if we
she'll
get
be
it.
back for the third part.
Right.
You know.
But yeah, straight off the bat, those fucking bomb scenes were ridiculous. That shit was crazy. I was sitting there like, holy fuck, what the fuck is this movie we're watching?
So they were not fucking around.
I just saw a fucking family get blown up.
Yeah. That shit's just crazy right there.
I mean, if I had seen the first one, I would have known that nobody was off limits. Because in the first one, he kills that guy and his kids at the fucking dinner table.
Right.
Like in the first one, I was like, oh, he's not going to kill the kids. Fuck that. Everybody. He killed the wife and the kids first. So dude had to watch it.
Yeah.
I was like, shit. If I had seen the first one first, I would have known nobody's off limits. But coming into the second one and just like, fuck. Well, here we go.
It's gonna sound horrible when I say this, but it's kind of refreshing when they, you know, don't hold back on something like that.
Right.
You know, it adds an element of unexpected. Holy fuck! Did they just seriously do that?
It
know.
makes it more real.
Yeah.
That's what The Dark Knight had, and that's why it was so great. Because when you put reality into these movies, you feel like what's happening really fucking happened, and
Right.
it's something that could really happen instead
Right.
of like.
I mean, I don't doubt that shit like what happened in this movie happens every day.
Right.
all over the fucking
I'm sure
world.
it does. Absolutely. But you know, when that lady was trying to sneak that child out, like you could feel like there was a little hesitation.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, I think in the back of everybody's head, they're just like, this motherfucker's going to do it anyways.
Yeah.
You know?
Right.
And then all of a sudden, boom.
I was kind of mad at that lady. I get like she was scared for her fucking life, and I'm just like, don't go towards this dude.
What I'm mad about is she ran past the door, and then then tried to go backwards to get out.
Because her kid was over there.
Yeah, she tried saving that kid.
Come here. I'm not going to run towards her. I'm going to be like, come on.
Well, the kid fucking froze. I
Well-
mean, rightfully so. But, I mean,
And he wasn't near the door when she ran by. He came to the door and she turned around and he was right there.
yeah. Either way, it's just,
I mean,
that shit just hits, you know? That's
Yeah.
like shit that can go down any day, you know, anywhere in this world. But shit like that happens in this country all the time, too.
Right. And I just want to point out that even though, like, these guys were supposedly Muslim or whatever, they were from New Jersey. They were
Yeah.
homebred terrorists.
It happens.
Yeah, I they started out with that.
Yeah.
And I was like, ah, fuck, here we go.
Again,
There's going to be a
here we
bunch of
go.
people who are like, oh, well, this shit happens all the time. It's like, they're like, oh, they're from New Jersey. Oh, it doesn't matter. It changes the narrative. And then we're done.
Yeah.
Not that that was like the biggest.
I mean, it did change their narrative because they were hoping that it was overseas, and then they were able to spin the whole fucking story,
Right.
turning, you know, the government's higher ups and onto this agenda of theirs.
Right.
Shit was crazy. It really made me think, like, are there motherfuckers out there like this just working for the government, stirring the pot? just to freak us all out.
Oh, dude, come on. Absolutely, that happens.
I mean, it's been documented. There's case after case of that happening.
You've got both sides, whether it's Republican, Democrat, whatever. Both sides spin their fucking bullshit lies and webs just to fucking turn people against each other.
And I mean, it's not just the U.S. government. I mean, for us, it's the U.S. government, but that shit has happened all around the world since the beginning of fucking time.
Right.
You know what I thought was hilarious is when Isabel got in a fight. She beat the shit out of that little girl. Her face was fucked up.
Fuck out of her.
That little girl's face was fucked up. Like, she looked like she just got out of a boxing match. She was cut and everything.
It could be like a prequel to Superfly, and she turns out to be the mom in that movie.
Fucking, we made the joke that if that movie had happened before Transformers, they got her to witness protection that went to shit, and she ends up in a junkyard with a bunch of fucking Autobots.
She's already hardened as it is, and now she's living in the fucking streets with Autobots.
I just imagine like Sicario, like that whole little world with fucking Transformers on top of it.
Right?
Fucking I thought it was hilarious when she got in the fight and the principal was like, I should expel you. She's like, do it then.
He was like,
she's like, that's what I thought.
Completely calling his fucking bluff and everything.
And I was like, well, when your dad's a drug lord, you can do shit like that.
Right.
I wish my dad was a drug lord.
Do you, though?
No.
That put her in a really shitty situation. I thought was really interesting was that she was completely okay with not going back to her dad. Like, she knew the shit that he was doing. And she recognized Alejandro from the beginning when she first saw him. And like, they don't say it, but you can see it.
You can see it.
And that's another just simple thing of her being a good actor.
Right.
A great actress. Yeah.
And I think that's why she was pissed off for most of the movie when they had her in that room. They're like, I wish people would tell me what's really going on.
Right.
She knew who Alejandro was, even though she doesn't say it until later.
Right.
And she doesn't believe for 1 second that these people are protecting her. And I thought it was very interesting that she, as a character, was smart enough to like not give hints towards what's going on in
smart
her mind.
chick, man.
Yeah. And I mean, I guess that's what happens when your dad's a drug lord. You got to think about that shit. But I just really liked her character because she seemed like, from the beginning, like, just really angry at the world.
Yeah.
Spoiled and always getting what the fuck she want. But then she gets her time alone with Alejandro, and you see that she's a normal girl. She has like a moral compass. She knows that the shit that her dad has been doing isn't right. And like, yeah, it's her dad and she loves him, but at the same time, that shit doesn't fly.
Right.
So I think that she was a really good character because of that.
Yeah. Definitely.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Well, I was going to say, there's like, if she had been the type of character that I originally thought she was, she easily, when they finally got to Mexico, I mean, it would have been risky for her because of the gangs that, were against her.
Right.
But she easily could have found her way back to her dad, bribe this person, somebody's going to find out where she is.
Yeah.
She could have played the fucking strings and got to where she needed to be. But she was trusting Alejandro, And I really enjoyed. So this goes back to your, we should kill off characters. When Alejandro gets shot in the head.
Face.
Well, it's your head. Your face is part of your head.
Right, but it was the face specifically.
Yeah. And he just fucking, you see blood, and he fucking just, done. And you're just like, fuck.
Yeah.
Like, I'm the entire time I'm just like waiting for like this moment of, oh, he didn't die, but it's like you see the blood spilling out more and more. It's like, how the fuck would he survive if he gets shot in the head? And I mean, people get shot in the head and survive,
Right.
but it's not a common thing.
No.
And he survived because he got shot through the cheek.
Right.
Yeah, I could tell he got shot through the cheek through his bandages, but like, I thought it would have been more shocking if they killed him.
That part of my thing was that, like, even if he would have survived the amount of blood he was losing, I thought he would have bled out.
But
I
that
think
was the
he
nice
should
thing
have,
that once
He lost a lot of
he
blood.
came to, and he was driving off,
Right.
You know, and after he tossed that grenade into that fucking car,
Which he gave no fucks about that other car.
Zero fucks.
That was one of those things where they changed it in the trailer too.
Yeah.
that I liked, or from the trailer.
Yeah, and you see him just kind of like fading, and then the vehicle just kind of like fades to the left, and then
Right.
you know, up against a fucking post, and
And I was like, oh, is this where he dies? They gave us hope and they took
like,
it away.
damn, yeah, I was all like, fuck this. I like this guy. Like, you got some good character development from him too. You know, in the first one, he's just kind of, he's literally just a gun for hire.
Right.
You know, he's the same thing in this one too, but you get that character development from him when he runs into the farmer
Right.
guy
Yeah,
who's deaf, and he's signing with him and everything, and you know, you get that little bit of depth from that character,
Right.
and you buy into why he is the way he is. You've
Right.
always known, even since the first one, why he is kind of the way he is,
Right.
but now you see the softer side of him.
Yeah, he's not a bad guy.
No,
He just kills people.
he just kills people.
You know, it's business for him. Most of the time. Sometimes it's personal.
Sometimes it's personal, but I mean, he's not killing like good guys. He's killing assholes, douchebags, people who
killing
deserve to
cartel
die.
members.
Yeah,
Right.
you know, he's killing people that deserve to die.
I mean, technically, he'll kill anybody. If anybody gets in his way, he's gonna kill him.
Right.
Right. Can we talk about what was the kid's name? The kid from Texas.
The one that shot him in the face.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
He was
think
just-
he needed character development.
Yeah,
for
he
one.
was just angry the whole fucking movie.
Yeah, I liked the story within the story, but I agree he needed some development, man.
Yeah, we need to know why he was
why
the
was
way
he
he was.
angry? You know, maybe in the third one we'll get that piece. I don't know. but-
Probably. I think they kind of just tried to do the same thing they did in the first one with that cop. And I think this kid played a bigger role than that cop did, so he needed a little bit more.
Yeah.
You know what's crazy though is I honestly they really threw me for a loop because I mean I think we all have this habit of trying to predict what's going to happen when we
Right.
see a movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I honestly thought that this kid was going to be he was either some way going to help Isabel get home or, you know, be their ticket to getting back to the US.
Right.
And instead he ends up being the reason everything is fucked up.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting that.
So that really threw me off. And I mean, we get at the end, you know, he's living his life and Alejandro shows up, you know, and I want to see where that goes. So I hope they make a third one.
They are. There's
no.
serious talks of it now.
No, they're serious. I mean, we never know what happens. you
Right.
know. I'm still waiting for fucking Zombieland 2.
Hey, that's coming, man.
I need it.
I need it too.
I need
The
it
world
now.
needs it.
The world needs Zealand too, man. Bless you,
Thank you.
Lord Thanos.
God bless you.
Thanos bless you.
Anyway, and I really, it would be nice as if the third one included everyone because if it is a trilogy, it'd be nice if it tied in everyone who has been involved.
Right.
Because
I'm expecting a trial. there's going to be a trial, and you're going to get little guest appearances from people because these guys have done a lot of fucked up shit that I don't think they're going to get.
Well, the reason I think you could bring everybody in for a story that doesn't involve a trial is because at the end of the first one, you know, he got Emily Blunt's character to sign those papers saying that everything they did was legal, right?
True.
And, you know, the second one, the president himself
signed off on it.
Right. So there's no, like, real reason for them to go to trial.
Right.
But...
He signed off for them to do it covertly.
Right.
Not kill a bunch of cops, and I'm sure there's...
That was
videos
in
of
self-defense.
That was totally in self-defense, though. I know the narrative was flipped the other way, and they were the ones, you know.
I know it was in self-defense. We know that because we saw it from their point of view.
Right.
Well, it's just like, what is Josh Brolin's character's name?
God damn it. I just had it.
Because he told them, spin it,
Yeah.
you know. And we don't know if they
what they
did,
do.
you know. We don't know if they did, but they should have. And
Yeah.
if they did, then there's no reason for there to be a trial. But Isabel's dad, whose name I can't remember, responsible for, you know, responsible for sending the guy from the first movie after Alejandro's family,
Right.
still out there. So there's that loose end.
It's Reyes.
Reyes?
Something Reyes.
Okay. You know, there's that loose end. What? What?
Obviously, it's something Reyes because it's Isabella Reyes.
I think it's like Carlos.
Yeah,
Reyes.
Carlos. You know, he's still out there.
Right.
And I am pretty sure he wants his daughter back. So there's, you know, that whole aspect of things.
Plus, Catherine Keener needs to get whacked.
Yeah. And I mean, there are tons of reasons for Emily Blunt to come back if her character gets out of the fucking, I don't know what to call it. I don't want to say depression, but where her mind was at the end of the first movie.
Yeah.
Because she knows now that there's like this different world that people operate in.
Right.
And sometimes shit doesn't go the way it should, but she's the type of person that has that moral compass and wants things to be quote unquote right.
She's that naive girl who has the moral compass.
Which is fine. Like, you know, we need those people in the world.
Right. Absolutely, we do.
But I feel like there are enough loose ends that we can bring everybody who's been involved back into it, because we're definitely going to bring angry ass fucking kid from Texas what's his name, like Anthony or something, or
Well, we're going to
Antonio?
have both of them, and I think they're going to be both going after fucking Thanos.
Why would they there's no reason for them to go after Josh Brolin's character,
Because he left him there.
but they came to terms with that.
Yeah.
Like when they were on the phone, you know,
Alejandro didn't take that personally.
yeah, he's like, you do what you got to do.
From Matt Graver's perspective, he didn't take that personally. If he's going to go after anybody, it's like Graver said, it's going to be going after Cynthia.
And
Catherine
also
Keener's character. He's going to go after her.
Also,
And
Gravers
he's on one
came.
side of the law, and the other guy's on the other side of the law. There's going to be a confrontation between the
Matt's
two.
not going to stop him. I don't think he's going to get in the way of it.
Yeah, I mean,
I
he,
just want
he
him to
already
die.
went out of the way for Alejandro by saving Isabel,
True.
Right.
because they were definitely supposed to get rid of her. And after seeing Alejandro die, or at least what he thought was Alejandro dying, he made sure that she was safe. You know. And I'm pretty sure a year or two later, Alejandro knows, you know, that she's safe. You know, I'm pretty sure he would care enough to find out whether or not she was killed or not. So I don't think he harbors any bad will towards him.
No, that kid though that he ends up talking to at the very end.
Who was still fucking angry, by the
Yeah.
way.
I want to know why he was angry. If I have anything to complain about in this movie, it's the lack of development from that kid and explanation as to why he's so angry.
Yeah, because we get him in the house with his mom and his siblings.
And he seems fine there,
Right.
you know, but then his cousin or whatever shows up and they're just hanging out, and I don't think he's doing a great job of selling why he should join up with them.
Right.
I mean, there wasn't anything that was really all that compelling. I mean, sure, you make some extra money, but
I think he just wanted to be cool, be a badass, be a fucking...
maybe. I bought into him being more of a badass than I did Juju the doo-doo bitch from Superfly.
yeah.
I mean, the extra money thing is believable. Like,
Right.
his mom's a single parent. It didn't look like a very good neighborhood. The house they were in didn't look like it was the best.
No, absolutely not.
So, like, I can get wanting to make the extra money.
right.
But he just seems so fucking... Like, you don't have to be angry all the time to want to make more money
right.
and
Where
support your
does
family.
that anger and resentment come from? That's the real question.
Right.
We didn't get
He
that.
had no daddy.
So he's got daddy issues?
Yeah. And he's
There's
taking it
there's
out
a
on
lot
the
of people
border.
that didn't have daddies and they're angry at the whole fucking world.
There's a lot that are.
Yeah. I'm just saying, I don't think we can jump to that conclusion.
I mean, it's the only thing they really mentioned.
I don't know. I don't know what his deal is, though. You know, and if I have anything to complain about in this movie, it's the
him.
lack of development and explanation for that character.
I'd say that, and then the end with the whole time skip.
It seemed really quick and abrupt,
Yeah.
and I don't know. I didn't like it so much.
I
But-
feel like it threw off the flow of the movie.
It kind of did
Yeah.
in the way that it just abruptly, like 1 year later.
Like, we didn't get, I mean, we know they said they were going to take her to witness protection, but we don't know if there was any, I guess they want us to assume that everything went smoothly
Right.
up until that point.
But it just felt like there was like a 6, 7, 8 minute clip that could have fit in there
Right.
somewhere, and then
Montage that shit.
1 year later. But no, they just kind of like quick, abrupt, like 1 year later, here we are.
Yeah.
And then that scene ran for 2 minutes.
If that.
You
It's
know?
literally just him walking into the back room. He's like, sit down.
Yeah.
Oh, so you want to be a Sicario?
Yeah. I mean, it's
Cut to
just
black.
it was kind of weird how they did that, and
And is he like running the whole operation now? Because like
The-
everyone else died.
the kid,
yeah.
I feel like he probably is. I mean, he's at least on the north side of the border, anyways.
Maybe.
There's probably a really good chain of command still intact on the south side, but as far as the north side of the border goes, it was really his cousin was kind of like the middleman between each north and
Right.
south, and
Well, you have to remember, though, that his cousin was working for the cartel.
right.
And I feel like they easily could have replaced the people they lost. Cartels aren't
That's what I mean.
fucking
There's a
small.
chain of command that's still intact down there, one way or another. Somebody stepped up somewhere, and I think that's all this kid did on the north side of the borders. He just stepped up and took ownership, and he's the guy right now up there.
Maybe. That office wasn't his. He was the office he went to, although the guy who was there the first time wasn't there. But that's probably because of Alejandro.
Yeah.
Because he clearly wasn't expecting Alejandro to be in there.
Yeah, it's Alejandro's office now. That motherfucker's got that office.
I don't know why, but kind of unrelated. I just keep replaying in my head the scene from the first movie where Emily Blunt is like confronting Alejandro and
She
he
gets
shoots her
fucking-
twice. And he's like, "Don't you ever point a gun at me again." It's like, shit, this dude is just the realist.
This was this director's like really his first thing too.
Oh, were they
Really?
were both movies directed by different people?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh wow.
He's done a lot of like TV episodes and stuff.
Okay.
But as far as like,
What shows?
I'm not even gonna pretend to know these at all.
Oh, are they like
Can you read them
Spanish
off?
shows?
It's foreign work.
Okay.
Oh.
He himself is from in Italy. He's from Italy himself. So, given that his body of work is pretty small, limited.
Of all the new directors that we've had, I
This
think
dude
he did the
pretty
best
fucking
job.
good, man.
Yeah, I think it says a lot to have a sequel, have a completely different director, and be just as good. Especially if it's a new director,
Definitely.
because you're stepping into some big boots when you take on something like Sicario.
Right.
You know, so for somebody who's relatively inexperienced as far as like Hollywood movies to come in and do so well, I think that's saying something.
Good job.
The director?
Yeah.
Hold on, I'm looking up something else. I'm looking at the writer here. Trying to see what this guy's all done. He hasn't really. He wrote the first one.
Stefano Sommia.
Yeah.
Oh, Soyima. I think that's how you say it. There's two
So
O's.
the guy who wrote this one also wrote the first one. Taylor Sheridan is his name. And he wrote some TV series, Yellowstone. He's got a couple of episodes there. Wind River, Hell or High Water, and then Sicario. Both Sicarios. So at least it kept the writing consistent, which is
Yeah.
nice. But also that director I think he did a fucking great job.
I agree.
Absolutely.
I think he might have done a better job as far as directing would go. I think the writing in the first one was better, but I think this man did good.
Yeah. I can agree with that.
It was a damn good movie. No matter what, somebody should watch it. I'll add it to my collection when it comes out.
When he says somebody, he means you guys, the people.
The motherfucking people.
Everyone listening. right now.
People.
Tell your mama, tell your daddy.
Tell everybody.
Your grandmama, your granddaddy, your little cousins Joey, Steve, and Laurel,
Tell them all.
Jose,
Does anybody else got anything else to say about the movie?
Jen, cousins of all nationalities.
No, I say just go see it, man. It's really good.
Definitely go see it.
Yeah.
There's got to be room in y'all's availability now. I mean, you guys have got to have seen Jurassic World by now.
I'd go see this over Jurassic World.
Infinity War.
I can agree with
all
that,
of that.
honestly.
This is definitely better than Jurassic World, in my opinion.
And I'm super biased. I love the Jurassic World movies. I'm
Right, you
fucking
love dinosaurs.
Yeah.
You wanted to be a
paleontologist.
paleontologist when you were a child. And
Yeah. So, yeah, Jurassic World's not as good as Sicario.
You know how that chick was like a dinosaur doctor? Would you be that? If you
A
lived in that world?
veterinary. If dinosaurs were a thing, fuck yeah. But also, I'm pretty sure she went to school to be a vet before she decided, hey, dinosaurs are a thing. Let's work on dinosaurs. No, actually, now that I think about it, I wonder how long Jurassic World took. Do you know how long Jurassic World took place after Jurassic Park?
it's many years.
So she probably
So
grew up.
She grew
knowing
up with
about
dinosaurs.
Yeah, if dinosaurs were alive, fuck, I would. Yeah,
Dope.
That is badass,
be a fucking dinosaur veterinarian.
right?
I don't want to be a dinosaur dentist.
Remember, we've said this before. Ace doesn't make good decisions.
He wants to go clean the Tyrannosaurus Rex's fucking teeth out.
Someone hasn't been flossing.
All right, big fella. I'm going to get back way in there now.
All right, here's your Novocaine shot. You better not close your mouth. I'm watching you this time.
I think we're done here. Ah, fuck.
All right, guys. Thank you for joining us this week. Make sure to check us out on Twitter at Movies for People. The number, not the letters, bitch. Search us on Facebook, Movies for the People, like our page. We're on Instagram at movies_for_the_people. Yeah, follow us on all there for all of our crazy antics and our wise words.
Follow us everywhere. Like us. Drop us your
Subscribe.
Well,
comments.
don't follow me to work. I wouldn't appreciate that, honestly.
Follow Droid to work.
Don't follow me to work.
If you're cool, you can come hang out with me at work. But
I mean, fuck it. If you want to come play Xbox, let me know.
maybe. I like playing Xbox every once in a while.
Yeah, if you...
Maybe we can even have a little live stream where we,
I'd
play
be
some
cool
video
with-
games, talk about movies.
Absolutely.
We could do that when Forza comes out.
People, you heard it now. One day, one of you listening is going to be on a fucking live stream with us.
Ooh. I'm down to hop on some duos in Fortnite with a fan.
I'm just saying, let your friends know. Follow Movies for the People.
Yeah, spread the word, please. Tell everybody.
Tell everybody. We love you.
The bigger
love
we
Thanos.
are,
Thanos loves you.
the better content we get to bring to you.
Thank you.
We love you.
We love you, and Thanos loves you too.
Fuck Thanos, but also you beautiful. I want you to know that.
Stop hating on our God.
I'm not hating. I just don't respect him.
He doesn't respect you either, so the feeling is mutual.
That's fine. It doesn't really matter. I don't care.
All right, well, this has been Movies for the People. Until next time, whether you want to be a Sicario or a baller, just go for it, because you miss 100% of the shots you don't take.